Hey everybody, Coach Troy here. Now this might surprise you, but I'm a huge nerd. I know you're shocked to hear that, but outside of athletics, my hobbies are board games, reading, and old school video games. That being said, I was never an anime fan. In fact, my favorite anime of all time has got to be Cowboy Bebop. Only one season. A lot of people are not going to appreciate that. In fact, my hot take, Goku is an incredibly shallow one-dimensional character. Fight me! But there was one movie, one event really, that I would say kind of changed my life. When I was a child, I was a very big fan of watching the Sci Fi channel. Again, big shock, right? But at some big event, they premiered 3 anime movies. There was Robot Carnival, which is a bunch of shorts kind of thrown together. Pretty cool. There was Lensman, which kind of reminded me of Voltron, but much, much better, of course. But the big one, the one that really got me, was Vampire Hunter D. That's right, this was different. This was not your Disney animation here. This was a cartoon that I was seeing where the stakes were greater than that of Fievel. That was actually pretty deep. And more risque than The Simpsons. In fact, it had to be shown after 10 o'clock. There was some serious adult content in this one. That's right, the violence was insane. I had never seen anything like that. This giant, dark, brooding man slicing apart demons left and right. Not to mention some of those adult situations he found himself in. This was different. And I'm not going to go through and just do a whole retelling of the movie. In fact, I haven't seen it in years. I'm no movie critic. I'm not a critic of anything, really. But man, did I love this movie. And it wasn't just that it was a violent adult cartoon, something I had never seen before. It was this blending of Western and Eastern cultures together. And I think that was what made it amazing. I was seeing all of my different universal monsters, vampires, and werewolves, different things like that I knew, but these were not the monsters that I knew. Count Magnus Lee, there was a little Bela Lugosi in there for sure. Creatures of the night, what music they make. Is that the line? I don't know. No, this vampire wasn't just trying to quench his thirst for blood. He was trying to quench his thirst for power and ego. And man, did he bring a whole crew with him. There were different kinds of demons that I had never seen before until I started reading a little bit more about different countries' lore. And I will say that this is the movie that got me to really appreciate different cultures. I think it was this movie that actually got me to study the Japanese language, actually go to school there for a year, as well as just appreciate that the world is a much bigger place than what I know here in America, or even my little Midwest state of Minnesota. Kinda weird to think, but it's possible that this movie got me traveling around the world, visiting different countries, even getting into education. All because the Sci Fi channel decided to air these 3 crazy movies. Now, I bring this up because I did just see an ad that they're actually going to be putting this movie in theaters now. While I haven't seen this movie in a long time myself, I am definitely going to go check it out. Kinda crazy, but I actually found this book at the thrift store a few weeks ago. The book that the movie was based off of. I didn't even know it was a book first. So I'm going to try to get this sucker read before going to see the movie for the first time in a long time and watch an anime where the main protagonist cares not for power levels. Suck it, Master Roshi. So is anybody else excited to see this movie? Anybody else see it when they were a kid and have it kind of change their life a little bit? Does anybody remember seeing it on the Sci Fi channel, of all places? So, let me know if you're going to go see this movie. Or just curse me out for insulting your holy grail of anime. This is Coach Troy. I'll see y'all next time.